Alex tried explaining his HSA to his boss at lunch. His boss manages a $4 million budget and has an MBA. Halfway through the explanation his boss said wait, so it is tax-free going in and growing and coming out? Alex said yes. His boss put down his fork. His boss manages millions, has an MBA, has a financial advisor on retainer, and had never heard anyone explain the HSA triple tax advantage clearly enough to understand what it actually means in real dollars. That moment at lunch told Alex everything. In the next 8 minutes you will understand the HSA triple tax advantage so completely that you will be able to explain it to anyone, your boss, your parents, your skeptical brother-in-law who thinks he already knows everything about money. Every time the government taxes you it takes a percentage before you can use it. A tax advantage is any legal structure that interrupts that process. The HSA interrupts it at 3 completely separate points simultaneously. Tax advantage number 1. Contributions go in pre-tax. Every dollar you put into your HSA reduces your taxable income by exactly that amount. Contribute $4,300 at a 28% rate and you immediately save $1,204 in taxes. That money never reaches the IRS. Imagine your employer pays you $100. Normally the IRS takes $28 before it reaches your account and you invest $72. With the HSA the entire $100 bypasses the IRS completely. You just kept $28 the government would have taken. Nina watched Alex explain this to her skeptical brother at Thanksgiving. He said, but you still have to pay tax eventually, right? Alex said, not on medical expenses ever. Her brother said, what do you mean ever? Alex said the government decided healthcare spending should never be taxed. Her brother went quiet. Tax advantage number 2, growth inside the account is completely tax-free. Every investment gain, every dividend, every dollar of compound interest earned inside the HSA accumulates without any tax event. The IRS has no claim on what happens inside. In a regular brokerage account every dividend and every realized gain triggers a tax event. Inside the HSA both happen completely silently. Your money compounds on the full amount not the after-tax amount. That difference over 20 years is enormous. Rolling a snowball down a hill, in a regular account the government chips away at it every 100 feet. In the HSA nobody touches the snowball. It rolls the full distance without interruption. By the bottom the difference is dramatic. Alex's boss leaned forward and said, so growth is also tax-free. Alex said completely. His boss said, so what is the catch? Alex said the catch is you have to use it for healthcare. His boss said that is not a catch, that is a certainty. Tax advantage number 3. Qualified medical withdrawals are completely tax-free forever. If you invested $4,300 and it grew to $40,000 and you spend it on healthcare the entire $40,000 comes out tax-free, regardless of how much it grew. Nina explained it to her mother on the phone. She said, Mom, imagine a bucket. Money goes in without the government touching it. It grows without them touching it. And when you take it out for healthcare they still don't touch it. Her mother said that sounds illegal. It is not. Stay with us, because what comes next is the comparison that shows exactly what the triple tax advantage actually costs the IRS over 20 years, and it is the number that made Alex's boss cancel his afternoon meeting. If Health Vault Wealth finally explains something that has been confusing for years, subscribe now. Every week we take one healthcare financial concept and explain it so clearly you can explain it to anyone. Next week is the retirement layer your advisor forgot to mention. Maximum contributions, average market returns, 20 years. The HSA triple tax advantage is worth approximately $67,000 more than the same contributions in a regular taxable account. That is the cost of not understanding this. Alex explained it using 3 buckets. Bucket 1 is contributions, bucket 2 is growth, bucket 3 is withdrawals. Every other account taxes at least 1 bucket, the HSA taxes none of them. 3 buckets, 0 tax events, 1 account. His boss pulled out his phone and opened his benefits portal right there at lunch, found his HSA. His employer contributes $600 annually. He had never activated the account. 4 years of $600 employer contributions, $2,400 forfeited. He said, I need to cancel my afternoon. The most common objection is, yes, but I have to spend it on healthcare. The response that ends it every time is this: the average retired couple spends $315,000 on healthcare. That is not a restriction, that is a guarantee. The HSA was built for exactly that certainty. Buffett said the best investment is one that cannot be taxed. The HSA is the best investment because of what it protects from. 3 tax events eliminated, 3 buckets untouched, 1 account doing what no other account can do simultaneously. Nina explained the bonus layer to her skeptical brother. She said after age 65 you can withdraw HSA money for anything, not just healthcare. Her brother said anything. She said anything. Her brother said so it is also a retirement account. She said now you understand why Alex put down his fork. You need a high deductible health plan to contribute. Most employer plans qualify, most marketplace plans qualify. The check takes 5 minutes. Find your plan deductible, compare it to the current minimum threshold. Most people qualify and do not know it. If the triple tax advantage just became clear for the first time, if you have an HSA you have been treating as a copay account, the activation is simpler than you think and it starts with one setting. Here is exactly where it starts. Step 1. Verify your plan qualifies today. Open your health insurance summary of benefits, find the individual deductible line, compare it to the current minimum threshold. This check takes 4 minutes and most people discover they have been eligible for years. Step 2. Open your HSA and switch to investment mode immediately. Lower the investment threshold to the minimum and move every dollar above it into a low-cost index fund. Bucket 2 only works if your money is invested. Cash sitting in an HSA earns almost nothing. Step 3. Contribute the maximum and deduct it above the line on your tax return. Then pay medical expenses out of pocket and document every receipt. All 3 buckets running simultaneously is the full triple tax advantage working. Alex's boss activated his HSA the same afternoon, contributed the maximum, invested everything above the threshold. His first year the triple tax advantage saved him $1,680 in taxes and earned $420 in investment returns, $2,100 from an account he had ignored for 4 years. Alex texted Nina from the office. He said my boss just canceled a meeting because of the bucket analogy. She replied the bucket analogy has now done more for our relationship than anything his MBA ever did. They both knew it was true. Every week on Health Vault Wealth we take one healthcare financial concept and explain it so clearly you can explain it to anyone in your life. No jargon, no complexity, just clear, simple, and worth real dollars to anyone who understands it. Subscribe now. Alex still meets his boss for lunch every Tuesday. His boss said last week I now explain the triple tax advantage to every new hire during onboarding. Alex said good. He said 3 buckets. His boss said 0 taxes. They both said 1 account.